How do different types of animals and plants adapt to survive in extreme environments? We learned in our last lesson, although animals live in different environments, including the cold polar region with very low temperatures and hot dry areas with high temperature, they have a common basic and important characteristic. Can you guess what this characteristic is? Exactly! All animals have the ability to survive in their environments. Do you remember the penguin's blood vessels, which helped it to survive in the cold environment, and the polar bear, which has a white fur that helped it to camouflage in the snow as they sneak up on their prey? Also, the Agama lizard that looks for shadow to protect itself from very high temperature. All these different adaptations help the animals survive. But are these adaptations part of the animal's body structure, which means a physical feature, or does the animal sometimes behave in a specific way in different situations to be able to survive? To answer this question, we will learn more in this activity, Analyze like a scientist. In this activity, we will learn two main types of adaptation: structural adaptation and behavioral adaptation. Before we start the activity, let's explain the difference between them. When the adaptation relates to part of the animal's body structure, it means physical characteristic. We call it structural adaptation, like the shape of the penguin's feet, like the color of the polar bear's fur, like the ear of the fennec fox, or even the long neck of giraffe. If adaptation relates to a behavior of animals in different situations, such as defending themselves, looking for food, or any behavior they do for survival, we call it behavioral adaptation. Let's remember together what we studied in our last lesson: the lizard that behave in a certain way to protect itself from sun's heat. Exactly, the Agama lizard. Some animals and birds migrate at certain times of the year. They leave their homes and travel far distances to another places. Migrate? Which type of adaptation is that? Structural adaptation or behavioral adaptation? Let's analyze very quickly. Did I refer to anything related to its body structure? No. So, it's not structural adaptation. Migration from one place to another is the behavior of animals in certain seasons to look for water and food when they cannot find them in their environment, or for the purpose of mating. As long as this change relates to their behavior, then we call it behavioral adaptation. Let's discover more about the two types of adaptation and watch a video to collect evidence of the structural and behavioral adaptation of two types of foxes, the Arctic fox and the fennec fox. But now, be ready with your notebooks and pen to write down the notes as we watch the video. Let's watch it.
All over the world, animals are well adapted to the places where they live. What would it be like to live somewhere very cold? Well, you'd have to wrap up, but it could be fun. The animals that live in the Arctic, the northernmost part of the Earth, are adapted to the cold and extreme conditions. Like this Arctic fox, who can survive where temperatures fall as low as -50 degrees centigrade. Look at the fox's white coat. It's perfect winter camouflage. Thick fur on its paws allows it to walk on both snow and ice. Can you see who's hiding here? The fox blends in perfectly, which helps it hunt for bird skills before facing the harsh winter weather. Who lives lives here a long way from the snow and ice. Another type of fox who's adapted to very different conditions. The desert in North Africa and on the Sinai and Arabian peninsulas is home to the world's smallest fox. The fennec fox, with its large ears, is well camouflaged against the sand. So why the huge ears? This little fox has excellent hearing, and its ears are also very good at helping it stay cool. The fennec fox is nocturnal, so it can avoid the extreme heat of the day. But nights are cold in the desert. And fennec foxes have long, thick hair that keeps them snug when the sun goes down. What adaptation do the Arctic fox and the fennec fox have in common?
After watching the video, can you analyze the difference between these two images? I'll help you with a clue. Although the two images look very different and one may think they are two different animals, reality is both images are for the Arctic fox. What? Yes, same animal. The color of the fox fur changes. In winter, the fur is white, while during the spring, it changes to the brown color. So back to our question, is it structural or behavioral adaptation? As long as this change happens in the body, then 100% it's structural adaptation.
تقدر تتابع كل دروسك على تطبيق مدرستنا بلس. مدرستنا، المستقبل يبدأ الآن.